Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And good evening, everybody. It's baseball time in Haysville. Todd and Chris bringing you live Aviators action. Been about 5 days since we have seen you. The Aviators have been rained out the last 5 days, so we're going to get back on track tonight. Tonight, the Aviators host the Salina Shock. They are 3-8. They are coached by Mitchell Billinger. Here's how they will go. Colton Moore will lead it off and play second base. Brian Lawrence will be over at shortstop and hit second. Hitting third will be Ryan Chargo. He will be in center field. In the cleanup spot will be Michael Karam over at third base. Alex Smith will play first and hit fifth. August Ramirez will do the catching and hit sixth. Hitting seventh is Josh Robinson. He's the designated hitter tonight. Peyton Mills in right. And rounding out the order in left field is John Oliver. Again, that's Moore, Lawrence, Chargo, Karam, Smith, Ramirez, Robinson, Mills, and Oliver. Defensively for the Aviators in left, Hellberg, Tooley in center, and Brosas in right field. Schaefer will be over at third base, Robinson at short, Stauffer at second base, Deshaun Reynoso will be over at first base. Nick Martin behind the plate doing the catching, and on the hill, right-hander out of Glendale Community College, Luke Hemphill. First pitch weather, 90 degrees, and a heat index of 97. Folks, I think spring is over, and summer is upon us. I hope that monsoon season is behind us. Wind out of the southeast at 16. It's blowing more out to left. The field is oriented northeast, and we are ready to go right on time. Like a minute early. And the first pitch, that's in there for a strike to Colton Moore. Moore out of Provo, Utah, hitting .250. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Shock 3-8. And the 0-1, that is into center field. Tooley coming hard, and he will come up with it. And there's one away. Tooley, very versatile player, has played a couple positions in the infield, DH'd, and now center field. Here's Brian Lawrence out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Step in from the right side. Tall, lanky shortstop, hitting a .175 at the start of the day. First pitch to him is foul straight back. So far, so good for Luke Hemphill. 0-1, one away, just underway. That's in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Hemphill has appeared in one game, 4 2/3 inning of work. He's given up 4 hits, 5 runs, a couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts, and a 7.71 ERA. Here's the 1-1. That is a soft liner to Robinson. He will get it by the basket, and there are 2 away. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Ryan Chargo out of Macon, Michigan. 3 guys on this starting lineup from Michigan. He will step in from the left side, hitting .372, pretty good numbers. Center fielder tonight. First pitch swinging, that is just above our head, fouled. And off the light pole, that wasn't my head. I know it sounded pretty hollow, and it could have been my head or that pole, but it was a pole this time. 0-1, 2 away, nobody on, and top of the first. No score. Haysville and the Shocks. That is low. Umpire thought about it. The arm was twitching. And it's 1-1. Sometimes umpires are kind of like hitters. You can't pull the trigger. That was low anyway. 1-1. That is through the right side or left side for a base hit. And Chargo is aboard with 2 away. So a good solid single for Ryan Chargo. That'll bring up the cleanup man, Michael Karam. Chargo at first. Here is Michael Karam. 200 out of Macon, Michigan. My apologies. I don't even think those two states like each other. First pitch, kind of a half swing, a little unsure, and he's down on the count 0-1. Shock comes in hitting .255 as a team, and they give up just shy of 8 runs a game. 3-8. Good lead over there by Chargo. That's high and away. And the count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Still in the top of the first. If you're in the area, come on out. A little windy, but it keeps the gnats out of our face. Grandpa used to say there were other ways to do that, but we won't mention it. Runner goes, and he will steal it. Ball a little bit low, and Martin had a difficult time corralling it. And Chargo will be down to second with a stolen base. So Shock with a runner in scoring position, and they're 2 away. Karam 200 on the season, and that's high and away, and it's 3-1. Martin out to talk to him. Looked like he might have been pressing a little bit. Aviators have tomorrow night off. Unless they can find somebody to make up a ball game with. We have at least 5 to make up. Quick chat by Nick Martin. These guys are teammates in the spring, both from Glendale Community College. Here's the 3-1. That's high, and he'll lose him. So a 2-out walk to the cleanup guy, Karam, and that'll bring up Alex Smith. Smith, the 5th man to bat here in the inning. Hemphill retired the first 2 in short order. Has given up a hit and a walk. And they're 2 away. First pitch, that's high and away. Ball and no strikes, first and second, 2 away. Shock threatening here in the top of the first. And a 1-0. That's way up there. 2-0. So Hemphill struggling with command here in the latter part of the first inning. Let's see if Hemphill can get healthy. Here's the 2-0. That is just a bit high. Looked to be at the letters. Looked like umpire thought about it. And that's 3-0. And a 3-0. That's right down the middle. And it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Billinger might put the runners in motion. We'll see. Here's a pitch. That's swung on and missed. Good fastball there from Hemphill. And he's healthy now, 3-2. Hemphill was a late arrival. Him and Nick Martin both were about a week late. So just 4 2/3 so far this summer. Here's the 3-2. The runners will be off. And the pitch, that's right down the middle. Took it at the letters, and that'll do it. Shock will leave a couple. We've played a half. No score from Haysville. We'll be right back.
ready.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the first. Shock threatened with runners at first and second, unable to score them. And our score remains 0-0. Here's how the Aviators will go. Thule will lead it off and play center field. Chris Robinson will hit second and play shortstop. Keaton Candor will be in the designated hitter spot and hit third. Dejan Reynoso will be over at first base and hit in the cleanup spot. Jake Schaefer will play third base and hit fifth. Drew Hellberg will be in left and hit sixth. Hitting seventh will be Bobby Brosius. He will be in right field. Nick Martin will do the catching and hit eighth. And rounding out the order will be Owen Stauffer. He will be over at second base. Again, that's Thule, Robinson, Candor, Reynoso, Schaefer, Hellberg, Brosius, Martin, and Stauffer. Aviators are coached by Lance Spongeberg and Mitch Hellberg. They are 7-4 in the season. Defensively for the Salina Shock, left to right in the outfield will be Oliver, Chargo, and Mills. Karam over at third base, Lawrence at short, Moore at second base, Smith at first, Ramirez behind the plate. And on the mound out of Clinton, Michigan will be Noah Feen. Thule will lead it off, swinging a hot bat, at least as of last Friday. Again, the Aviators have been off for 5 ball games due to inclement weather. We will see if that bat is still hot. He's hitting .333 out of College of the Canyons. First pitch, that is a hot shot at the third baseman. Crom stays down, up with it, over to first in time. Thule hit it on the button, but right at the third baseman, and there's one away.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Chris Robinson.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Chris Robinson. Is wanting to give a shout out to everybody in Paris, Texas. I didn't know all 25,000 people tuned in, but that's good to know. Shows bunt and takes a ball inside. So, big warm Kansas welcome to those folks in Paris, Texas. And that's a nice hack, and he'll come up empty, 1-1. Robinson hitting .250 out of East Texas Baptist. Does not get cheated. Here's the 1-1. That's popped up. Right side, Smith over near the fence, and will run out of room. Aviators 7-4, hitting .241 as a team, giving up almost 3.5 runs per game. One and two now. That is pop foul. Ball game, or excuse me, the last time the Aviators were in play, it was last Thursday and Friday. They got wins over Derby, and the one on Friday night was in walk-off fashion. 1 and 2, it's in the dirt. Not a good 1-2 pitch from Feen, not even close. And it's 2-2. Feen has appeared in 3 games, all starts, 17 and a third innings of work, and he's given up 23 hits, 15 runs, 7 walks, and 23 strikeouts. 6.75 ERA. 2-2. That is into center field. That'll get down. Actually, that's into right field. That'll get down and get behind Mills. He laid out for it. And it gets behind him, and that will be a double for Chris Robinson. So with one away, the Aviators have something cooking. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Keaton Candor. Also swinging a very hot bat, .444 out of Concordia University. He will get his first look at Noah Feen. Does have a home run on the season. Robinson at second base. One away. First pitch to Candor is in there for a strike. No balls and a strike to the designated hitter, Candor. Couple of looks. Off-speed pitch laid off. And it's 1-1. Pretty good plate discipline there by Candor. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Thank you.
1-1. That's an off-speed pitch, foul straight back. That pitch stayed up. Candor was all over it. One and two, one away. Runner at second base. Bottom of first. That just missed outside. 2-2. Get to the standings in just a bit. Two balls and two strikes. That is driven to left. Oliver back near the track, looking up. That will be off the wall. And Robinson had to hold up. Not sure it was going to be caught. And Keaton, Candor, that will be a blast off the left field wall. And back-to-back doubles given up by Noah Feen. Second and third, still one way. Here is Deshaun Reynoso out of Chesapeake College. He'll step in from the right side. Robinson at third, Candor at second base. Feen in a little bit of trouble with one away. First pitch swinging, that is also drilled to left. Oliver going back, he will look up, gone! So a 3-run homer for Deshaun Reynoso, and just like that, the Aviators take a 3-0 lead. Ball was hit on a line, just got out. He gets that up in the air, that clears 63rd Street easy, but went just far enough. And the Aviators take the early lead, 3-0. Pretty good piece of hitting there by Reynoso. That pitch was down around the knees, went down and got it. And drilled it over the left field fence. That'll bring up Jake Schaefer out of Glendale Community College, third baseman tonight. 231 on the young season. First pitch to him. That is in there, strike at the knees. And it's 0-1. No balls and a strike, one away. Aviators lead at 3-0. That's inside. 1-1. So Robinson got it all started with a double, followed by a double by Candor, and a big fly by Deshaun Reynoso. 3-0. That is squirted foul down the right side. It's 1-2. One ball and two strikes, one away, nobody on. 3-0 Haysville, bottom of the first. That is up the middle for a base hit. So Schaefer continues the hit parade. So 4 straight hits given up by Noah Feen. And we're still in the bottom of the first and one away. So here's Drew Hellberg out of East Texas Baptist. 150 on the season, left-hander. He will stake in. Take a look at the non-right-hander Noah Feen. First pitch swinging. Upset with himself. Fouled it straight back, 0-1. Looks like he might have gotten a pitch to hit there. Schaefer over at first. Pretty good lead over there. That is popped up right side. Moore going out, making the call. Shallow right, and we'll haul it in. Two away. Here's Robbie Brosas. Brosas 182 out of Eastern Oklahoma State. Been a pretty consistent right fielder for the Aviators as of the last couple of weeks. And the pitch. Snap throw down to first. Pretty good throw by Ramirez, but Schaefer back in there head first. So Schaefer's going to do some laundry tonight. Probably tomorrow about 2 o'clock, just a guess. Based on the timetable of current Aviator players and past Aviator players, it's 1-1. Ball and a strike, 2 away, runner at first, bottom of the first. That is fouled. And that got a piece of the umpire. Looks to be okay. "90 degrees here in south central Kansas. Windy. 16-mile-an-hour out of the south. That's blowing out to left. 1-2. Off-speed pitch. He swung through it, and that'll do it. The Aviators get 3. Strand 1. We've played 1. Aviators lead it 3-0. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center.
And welcome back. We go to the top half of the 7th. Shock in a little bit of trouble. They trail the Aviators 3-0. Aviators got 3 runs in the bottom of the first on the big fly from Dejan Reynoso. 6, 7, and 8 expected for the Shock. It'll be Ramirez, Robinson, and Mills. Here is August Ramirez, the catcher. Out of Helotes, Texas. 190. First pitch to the left-hander. That is right down the middle for a called strike. 20 pitches for Luke Hemphill in inning number 1. And the 0-1 high. And it's 1-1. Tomorrow night, the Shock will be at Cheney. And Great Bend will be in town Saturday and Sunday. 1-1, swung on and missed. Good fastball from Hemphill, and it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the second, 3-0 Haysville. That's high, and it's 2-2. And a 2-2 from Hemphill. That is swung on. Just got a piece of it. Martin unable to hang on. And the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scores from yesterday. Mulvane beat the Wichita Sluggers 2-0. And Derby had a doubleheader with Andale. They beat them twice, 7-4 and 10-3. And Newton beat Great Bend 13-2. 2-2. That swung on and missed. Challenged him up around the letters. And they're 1 away. Second strikeout of the ball game for Luke Hemphill. That had good velocity on it and good location. Here's Josh Robinson out of DeWitt, Michigan. Pretty good numbers, 304 on the season. He's in the designated hitter spot tonight. First pitch is low. And the pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. Good fastball from Hemphill. Robinson a little tardy. Right on left matchup, one away, top of the second. And that hit him. He's going to wear that one off the helmet. So Robinson holding his right side of his head. Walking slowly down to first base. Thank goodness for those helmets, folks. So Robinson will be aboard with one away. Looks like they may have somebody run for him. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Looks like they are going to discuss it, and they do have a guy out there ready to go. While we're thinking about it, let's look at the standings. First, from the Sunflower Collegiate League West, Cheney is in command. They are 10-2, and 2 games better than Hutch. They are 8-4, and 2 games out of first place. Great Bend, 6-5, 3.5 games out of first. Wichita Sluggers, 3-9, 7 games out, and Andale, 1-11, 9 games out of first place. We'll get to the East Division here in a bit, but that is the Sunflower Collegiate League West. This is the first year for the Aviators, Twins, and El Dorado to be in the Sunflower Collegiate League, and can't find a cotton-picking thing wrong with being in this league. There is no overnight travel. Everybody's home every night. There's plenty of teams, and the competition is phenomenal. Oh, do we? I stand corrected. I guess we do stay overnight at Great Bend. I won't be going. I don't think Chris is going either. We got to have our own bed. All right. Looks like he's going to stay in. Josh Robinson's a tough customer. Here is Peyton Mills. First pitch in there for a strike. Mills out of Nampa, Idaho. Hitless on the young season. Right fielder tonight. Off-speed pitch misses outside. 1-1. Ramirez led it off and struck out. Robinson was hit by a pitch. And it's 1-1 now to Mills. Swung on and missed. And it's 1-2. Top of the second. Aviators lead at 3-0. Here's a 1-2. And that's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Good lead over there by Robinson. And the pitch. That is a fastball that missed. I'm guessing outside. And it's 3-2. Three and 2, 1 away. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and he got him. Strikeout number 3 for Hemphill. And they're 2 away. This will bring up the 9-hole man, John Oliver. Left fielder out of Castle Rock, 278 on the season. He will step in from the right side. And a pitch. It's in there for a strike. No balls and a strike, 2 away. Runner at first. And the pitch in the dirt. Wow, nice. Nice smother by Martin. That hit about 3 feet in front of home plate. The farther it hits in front of the home plate, the harder it is to block it. He not only blocked it, but kept it about 2 feet away. So even with a good secondary, Robinson would have been hosed at second base. And a 1-1. That catches the outside corner, 1-2. Catchers get better and better every year, and it's almost expected that they block every pitch. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Shock will strand a runner. We've played 1.5. 3-0 Aviators. We'll be right back.
Near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Aviators. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Aviators. Martin, Stouffer, and Tooley. Here's Nick Martin, catcher out of Glendale. And L.A. has some pretty distinctive walk-up music. I had no idea what was going on. 167, and he takes a pitch outside. Ball 1. 1-0. It's in there for a strike. 1-1. Young man always has time for you and always quite kind. So whoever raised this child did a great job. 1-1. That's right down the middle for a strike. Looks like that Fiend took a little bit off. 23 pitches to get out of the first for Fiend. 1-2. That is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the catcher. Two bounce left side. And Lawrence up with it to his right. Over to first. And gets Martin. Lawrence had to go about 3 steps to his right. Planted, threw a strike over there, and there's 1 away. Here's Owen Stauffer out of Northwestern of Ohio. Hitless on the season, still looking for his first base hit. And that is fouled into the Salina Shock dugout, scattered him a little bit. No balls and a strike, 1 away. That's high and in, almost hit him. And that pitch is high, and it's 2-1. 1 away. We're in the home half of the second. Aviators lead at 3-0. Todd and Chris bringing you all the action tonight. That is bounce, slow roller to the third baseman. And that's Karam up with it, throws across his body, and gets him. They're 2 away.
Batting number 1, Tooley Takahima.
That'll bring up Tooley. Bounced out left side in the first. He's 0 for 1. 333 on the season. in center field tonight. First pitch to him. That is driven to left. Foul. Wow. Not by much. So Thule just missed a double and possibly 3 by just a few feet. Thule, a first ball fastball hitter, and I can't never disagree with that. Got to remember, a lot of hitters don't hit very well behind an account. A lot of times that first pitch is the best one you're going to get. Pitcher trying to get ahead. And Thule's been making a living it. 2 away, top of the order, and it's 0-1. That's in the dirt. That hit about 3 feet in front of the plate, and it's 1-1. Aviators 241 as a team. Coach Spongeberg would like to have that up around 270, 275. That is foul straight back, and it's 1-2 to Thule. Thule out of College of the Canyons. Good numbers, 333 at the start of the day, 0 for 1 though. Ball and 2 strikes. That is in there at the knees. And Thule will watch it. And that'll do it for the Aviators. We've played 2. Aviators lead it 3-0. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Top of the third we go. All Aviators, they lead at 3-0. Top of the order for the Shock. It'll be 1, 2, and 3. Moore, Lawrence, and Chargo. Here is Colton Moore, lined out to the center fielder in the first inning. He is 0 for 1. Left-hander out of Provo, Utah, 250 at the start of the day. Left-handed, right-handed throwing second baseman. First pitch is low, ball 1. Tight but consistent zone back there. That is lifted to center. Thule back and to his left. Seems to have a beat on it and will haul it in for out number 1. So Moore puts a charge into it, but he will come up empty. 1 away. Big ballpark here in Haysville, 335 down the line, 375 in the alleys, and 400 plus in center field. Here's Brian Lawrence, Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. And a soft liner to the shortstop in inning number 1, so he's 0 for 1. That one wasn't in the dirt, that was in the grass. I can cut Nick Martin a little slack for that one. Best just to wait till it stops rolling and pick that up. 1-1. Pretty good spot, but low. And 2-1. Two balls and a strike, one away. In there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Wind continues to blow out of towards the left. Two and two. That is into right center, and that's going to get down and split the gap. So around first is Lawrence. He is going to be stopped at second base. And a nice double by Brian Lawrence, and he's aboard in scoring position with two away. Shock now with runner in scoring position. They trail at 3-0. Top of the third, one away. Here's Ryan Chargo. Pretty good number. Singled in the first, 372. Singled and stole a base in the first. He's out of Macomb, Michigan. First pitch in there for a strike. Fastball for Hemphill seems to start out inside but leaks over the inside corner. And it's 0-1. In the dirt. They're going to check, see if he went. They say no. We have the perfect angle to look at that, and he most generally went around. Hard for that guy in the middle of the infield to make that call. Almost impossible. It's 1-1 now. One away, Lawrence at second base. And the pitch. That is lifted to center. Tooley coming in. He has it scoped, not deep enough, and he throws a strike to third base. What an arm by Tooley. And they're two away. Here is Michael Karam, also out of Macomb, Michigan. Walkton was stranded in the first. Third baseman today and has been busy. Steps in from the right side, hitting 200 at the start of the day. And the pitch in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Shock hitting 255 as a team, but giving up almost 8 runs a game. No balls and a strike, two away. Runner at second base, top of the third. And the pitch, that's low. It was a pretty filthy slider there from Luke Hemphill, but a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 51 pitches for Hemphill through 2 2/3. That's a good fastball at the letters, and it's 1-2. Big crowd at the ballpark tonight. There are games going on every field. 1-2. Here's the pitch. That is to the right side. And Deshaun Reynoso will gobble it up, take it himself, and that'll do it. So the Shock will strand one. We've played 2.5. Still 3-0 Aviators. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And here we go. We go to the bottom half of the third. Aviators lead at 3-0. Looks like Noah Feen will continue to work for the Shock. Gave up 3 in the first, but a clean inning in the second. 36 pitches through 2 innings of work. He will face 2, 3, and 4 of the Aviators. It'll be Robinson, Candor, and Reynoso. Here is Chris Robinson. 1 for 1 today. Shows bunt, gets it down to the third baseman. Third baseman up with it. No, not in time. So Robinson beats it out. Karam a little late getting to it. And Chris Robinson's 2 for 2. So bring up the designated hitter, Keaton Candor. Doubled and scored in the first out of Concordia. Good numbers, 444 on the season. Robinson with a nice lead over there. And the pitch. That's low. Robinson runs very well. Throw over, and Robinson back in there. One 0, high and away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the third. Aviators lead at 3-0. Runner at first base. Nobody out. That is a good hack and foul straight back. Two and 1 now to Candor. Does have a homer on the season. Reynoso will be next. That is into center field. Chargo coming hard and will haul it in. Good jump and route by Chargo, and there are 1 away. This will bring up Dejan Reynoso. 3-run homer in the first. He's 1 for 1, 300 at the start of the day. First baseman's out of Chesapeake College. And the pitch. It's in there at the knees, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Good lead over there by Robinson. And the pitch. Another fastball, swung through it. Just got a piece, 0-2. Tonight around the league, Sluggers are at Andale. Hutch is at Great Bend. El Dorado's at Derby, and Mulvane is at Newton. Next break, we'll have a look at the Sunflower Collegiate League East. 0-2, runner goes, and he'll steal it. So Ramirez unable to make the exchange, and Robinson will steal it, and he's at second base with 1 away. Count 1-2 to Dejan Reynoso. Wide open stance. And that's popped foul. Haysville's leading the Sunflower Collegiate East at a 7-4 record. El Dorado half game behind at 6-4. Mulvane 7-5. Also tied for second and a half game out. Derby 1 game out of first place. And Newton 6-7, 2 games out of first place. Pretty tight division, East Division. Only 2 games separating everybody. 1-2, that's high. throw down to second base. On the money, but late. And it's 2-2. All the games against El Dorado last weekend were rained out. Two balls, two strikes. And it's inside, almost hit him. The El Dorado game will be made up July the 1st. That'll be a doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock. So that's when that one will be made up. Tomorrow the Aviators have off, and it's Parents' Weekend. Mulvane will be in here Saturday and Sunday evening. 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll have it for you. And Monday, Aviators on the road to Hutch. Three and two. That's high and in, and he'll walk him. That's not a bad plan, considering the way Reynoso's swinging the bat.
Schaefer.
One out, runner at first and second. Here's Jake Schaefer out of Glendale Community College. Singled in the first. He's 1 for 1. 231 on the season. And the pitch. Fastball. He swings and fouls it back. And the 0-1. That is fisted foul down the right side, and that'll get out of play. Oh and 2 to Schaefer. Tall, lanky third baseman out of Glendale. Aviators with runners at first and second. Just one out. We're in the bottom of the third. 3-0 Aviators. Feen a couple of looks. He'll step off and start over. It's in the dirt. That'll squirt away from Ramirez. Everybody will move up. That will be a pass ball. So second and third now. And the count 1-2. One, two. That is on the outside corner, and Schaefer will watch it. And they're 2 away.
Now batting number 4, Drew Helberg.
Third strikeout of the ball game for Noah Feen. Here's Drew Helberg. He's Texas Baptist. Popped up right side last time. He's over 1. And the pitch. Checked his swing. Didn't go. Ball and no strikes. 2 away. And swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. Helberg, the left fielder tonight. Got to wonder just how rusty the hitters will be after not seeing live arms for 5 days. That floats outside. Tried to backdoor him. Didn't catch it. 2-1. And the 2-1 is high and in. 3 balls and a strike to Helberg. 150 at the start of the day. 3-1. That's swung through and missed. Good fastball there from Noah Feen, and it's 3-2. 2 away. Still runners at second and third. And that's swung on and missed. Good fastball from Feen. He paints the outside corner. And Hellberg will swing through it, so the Aviators will strand a couple. We've played 3. Aviators 3 and Salina nothing. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Alrighty, welcome back. We go to the top of the fourth. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Shock. They still trail the Aviators 3-0. It'll be Smith, Ramirez, and Robinson. Luke Hemphill out for inning number 4 of work. 53 pitches through 3 innings of work. 4 strikeouts so far. That is high and away. First pitch to Smith out of Katy, Texas. Lots of screaming going on at that softball game behind us. That's probably what you hear. And the 1-0 popped up. Reynoso coming in. And in and out of the glove. And Smith will reach on the error. A lot of wind, tough sun field. And Smith's aboard. So here's August Ramirez, strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1 out of Helotes. 190 at the start of the day, doing the catching tonight. First pitch to him is high and away. One thing you don't want to do as a club is to give a team 4 outs in an inning. And a 1-0, swung through and missed. Good fastball from Hemphill. And it's 1-1. And another fastball in the outside corner. He will come up empty. It's 1-2. Salina is at Cheney tomorrow night. And Great Bend comes to town for a weekend series. If you're in Salina and have nothing to do, or Cheney tomorrow night, go take in some baseball. 1-2 inside. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. That is into center field. And Tooley will get it on a hop. And it's first and second, and nobody out. So Ramirez with his first base hit of the ball game. And with nobody out, the Shock have runners at first and second. Here's Josh Robinson. Was hit by a pitch in the first. took one off the helmet. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Out of DeWitt, Michigan. Aviators need a strikeout or a double play ball in the worst way. And the first pitch is in the dirt. That was about 3 foot in front of the plate. Blocked nicely by Martin, but just gets too far away. And everybody will advance. So it'll be a wild pitch. And it's second and third, nobody out. Aviators have a little work cut out for them to get out of this mess. Ball and no strikes. That is down the right field line. Brosas giving chase. That will be foul. Robinson, pretty good swing on it. But he will have to come back. And it's 1-1. Sounds like a pretty good girls softball game behind us. Don't never hear that much screaming coming from the Aviators dugout. One ball and one strike now to Robinson. That's in the dirt. And that'll squirt away from Martin. And that will get away from the pitcher, and everybody will move up. So Salina is on the board now. So a couple wild pitches in the inning. And Salina leads it 2-1. So 2 wild pitches and an error. And it's 3-1. Looks like Coach Bellinger is down to discuss something. I'm wondering if there might have been some interference in the Aviators dugout when the ball got away from Hemphill, rolled over near the dugout. I'm not sure it touched anybody. And it certainly did not get in the dugout. It's picked up easily by Schaefer. And I'm thinking that might be what they're discussing. If the ball was dead, then Ramirez will score from third. So the discussion continues. While we're sitting here not doing anything, let's do a little This Day in Baseball history. What do you say? So what is it, June the 20th? It looks like the runner is going to stay at third base. So on this day, June the 20th, 1948, Cleveland draws a then record crowd for a regular season game of 82,781 fans at Pack Municipal Stadium for a Sunday doubleheader with the Philadelphia A's. So not much going on in 1948. Everybody went to the ball game. So this day, June the 20th, 1948, Cleveland drew over 82,000 fans for a ball game. That might be a full total week attendance these days. So there you have it, this day in baseball history. Looks like the discussion's over, at least I hope it is. And the runner will stay at third. Smith will score on the wild pitch. So a couple of wild pitches and an error. That is low and away, 3-1 now to Josh Robinson. Pretty good numbers, 304 at the start of the day. He's the designated hitter tonight. And a 3-1. Thought about it, but took high. And he'll walk him. So a couple of free passes, and both of them to Robinson. One on a hit by pitch and the other one on a walk to Robinson. So that'll bring up Peyton Mills. 0 for 1 today, a strikeout victim in the second. He is still hitless on the season. First and third now, and still nobody out. And the pitch is high. Good news is everybody ought to be rested. And a 1-0. Swung through it and missed it. And it's 1-1. One ball and one strike. And the pitch, I just missed a little bit high, and it's 2-1. So command beginning to be an issue for Luke Hemphill. Got to wonder just how much that leadoff error may have affected him. 2-1, runner goes, and he'll steal it. Martin unable to find the handle, and Coach Spongeburg out of the dugout pretty quickly. Thought there might be an obstruction with the hitter. He swung through it, and Martin bobbled the ball, not sure whether the hitter may have interfered. That may be what Coach Spongeburg is talking about. Coach Spongeburg is not happy. Coach Spongeburg still getting his money's worth. Runners now at second and third. And one swing of the bat. We're all tied up. Still nobody out. We're in the top of the fourth. It's 3-1 Haysville. 2-2 now to Mills out of Nampa, Idaho. Here's the 2-2. That just missed low. That was a pretty good 2-2 pitch. Mills not biting. Looks like Bruce Burstra getting loose in the Aviator bullpen. "3-2. That's in there for a call strike on the outside corner. And they're one away. Fifth strike out of the ball game for Hemphill. Here's the 9-hole man, John Oliver. Also hitless today, he's 0 for 1. Strikeout in the second out of Castle Rock. 278 on the season. Still runners at second and third, one away. That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Martin. And it's 1-0. Hemphill consistently working behind in the count. Ball and no strikes, one away. Here's a pitch. That's high and away. And it's 2-0. Sun beginning to set here in Haysville, right side of the infield and right field. It's a very tough sun field at this time of day. 2-0. We'll see if Hemphill can get healthy. And nope, that's 3 straight balls. And it's 3-0. Here's the 3-0. Right down the middle at the belt, and it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. And the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Late call there by the umpire. Looked like a pretty good pitch from our end. Looked to be about belt high. I'm not sure about in and out. Our location is just beyond third base. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. High. And he'll walk the 9-hole. So that'll load them up. Top of the order, here's Colton Moore. Moore 0 for 2 tonight. Line out and fly out to center. Still one out, and looks like Coach Spongeberg will go to the mound. Looks like he is going to make the change. Looks like it'll be Bruce Burstra. Do we have a train coming through? Since the train comes through, we will tell you about the numbers. That's the 809 coming through, in case you're wondering. So Haysville will exit. All the runners on will be his responsibility. So Burstra will come on here in the fourth. Kind of recap the inning. Alex Smith led it off, popped up to first and was dropped, followed by a base hit by Ramirez. Robinson walked, Mills struck out, and now Oliver has walked. Smith scored, and it's 3-1. All of that started with a dropped fly ball. Woo, the train has gone through now. I thought we sent them a memo not to honk that horn when there's a ball game going on. Didn't we send that memo? Yeah, we didn't hear back from them. Okay, all right. Here's the numbers for Bruce Burstra. 7 1/3 innings of work so far this summer. He's given up 13 hits, 10 runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and an ERA of 12.27. So he will be called on. Here in the top of the fourth, 1 run across for the Shock. They trail the Aviators 3-1, but they have them loaded. Top of the order for Colton Moore. Moore out of Provo, Utah. First pitch is a fastball high and away, ball 1. And a 1-0. That is inside. And it's 2-0. One ball and 1 strike. That is popped up. Schaefer back into foul ground and will make the play for out number 2. Big out right there. And the Aviators have a chance to get out of it without any further damage. Two away, here's Brian Lawrence out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. 1 for 2 tonight, doubled in the third. 175. First look at Burstra and the pitch. That's in there at the letters for a strike. Burstra, a tall, lanky right-hander out of Aquinas. And the 0-1. That is up the middle for a base hit. 1 run will score. And they will score the second run. That gets under the glove of Tooley. And we're tied. So Ramirez and Robinson scores. Oliver over to third. And Lawrence with his second base hit of the ball game. So Lawrence will go down to second base on the error by Tooley in center. That'll bring up Ryan Chargo. 1 for 2 today. And he takes a fastball in there for a strike. Top of the fourth, we're all tied now. And the 0-1, high and away, not even close. And it's 2-1. That's in there at the knees. And it's 1-2. That is bounced up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. And the throw home gets by Martin, and another run will score. So 2 runs across, and Salina now leads it 5-3. So a base hit for Chargo. This will bring up Michael Karam. 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. 9th man to bat in the order. And the pitch. In there for a strike at the right. At the knees. You know, some coaches scream more than others. I don't know how much of it you can hear over there. 0-1. Good curveball there from Burstra, and it's 0-2. Burstra, the second pitcher of the ball game. And he 0-2. Just missed. Looked to be just below the letters. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 5-3 now, Salina. All 5 runs coming here in the top of the fourth. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. So Salina will strand 1. And we have played 3.5. Salina takes the lead, 5-3. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the fourth. Sharks get 5 in the top of the fourth. They now lead at 5-3. 7, 8, 9 scheduled for Haysville. It'll be Broses, Martin, and Stouffer. Looks to be a little excitement at the girls' softball game. It appears the coach was ejected. The language he used was not suitable for public consumption, and he is headed down the road to escort it out. But here's Broses. 0 for 1 today, strikeout victim in the first, out of Eastern Oklahoma College. And the 0-1 outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 182 at the start of the day. Pretty steady right fielder. And swung on and missed. Had a good pitch to hit, just come up empty. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. That is right down the middle. And it's 2-2. That is high and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a pitch that is in there at the knees on the outside corner. Broses throws his bat, heads towards first, but he will make a 180, head to the dugout, and they're 1 away. This is one of those evenings where some adults can make it really a tough night for everyone. And that's a sad situation over there behind us. That's why it got so quiet. First pitch to Nick Martin. A good hack. And he's down in the count 0-1. Martin hitless tonight. Takes one on the outside corner, 0-2. Out of Glendale. Doing the catching. And it's 0-2. That's swung on and missed. Pretty good fastball from Noah Feen. Looks like he has a little more zip on his fastball since getting a 5-3 lead. 2 away now. 6th strikeout of the ball game for Noah Feen. Here is Owen Stauffer. 0 for 1 tonight. And there's a strike at the knees. Stauffer, the 9-hole man, second baseman out of Northwestern Ohio. Looking for his first base hit of the season. That's a nice slider in there for a strike, 0-2. Pretty good break on it. And the 0-2, that's wide. Not a very close 0-2 pitch. One, two, and he swings at one up around his eyes, and that'll do it for the Aviators. So 3 up and 3 down. Aviators go in order. We've played 4. They trail Salina 5-3. We'll be back. Top of the 5th we go. Shock lead at 5-3. 5, 6, and 7 scheduled for the Shock. It'll be Smith, Ramirez, and Robinson. Shock got all 5 runs in the top of the fourth. Aviators have yet to score since the third. They got three in the first, and that's been it. Here is Alex Smith, first pitch swinging, foul. Smith out of Katy, Texas. Reached on an error in the fourth and scored. Matter of fact, he led it off last inning. The pop up to the first baseman. And it was dropped. 0-1. Popped up again. And Reynoso over for a look. It's out of play. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And we're in the top of the fifth. Swung on and missed. Good start for Burstra. And they're 1 away. So second strikeout for Burstra. Here is August Ramirez. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the fourth. And scored. Struck out in the second. Ramirez doing the catching. Out of Helotes, Texas. And his first pitch swinging. And he'll come up empty. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Challenged him with a fastball up around the letters. He swings through it. And he's behind in the count. 0-2. Wind appears to have diminished a bit, not much. Still blowing from right to left. And that is foul straight back. Oh and 2 now to Ramirez. Base hit in the fourth. And the pitch. That is just outside. Looks like the umpire kind of flinched there. You can kind of tell by watching him. He's thinking about it. The pitch was right at the knees. Not sure how far it was out. And the 1-2. That is ripped down the right field line, but way foul. One and 2, 1 away, top of the fifth, 5-3 Shock. Offers at a off-speed pitch and just gets a piece of it, and the count remains 1-2. Burstra, the second pitcher of the night. Hemphill started and went 3 1/3. Off-speed pitch catches the outside corner. Nice backdoor pitch by Burstra, and they're 2 away. Burstra was able to get Robinson right here. We get the Shock in order for the first time tonight. Josh Robinson, a walk and a hit by pitch. Stole a base and scored in the fourth. First pitch is high and away. This will be his first look at Bruce Burstra. Pitch swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. Burstra came in a bases loaded situation, only gave up 1 run. 1 run. That pitch is down, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike now to the designated hitter, Josh Robinson. That is popped up. Hellberg over near the line, and we'll haul it in for out number 3. So the Shock go in order for the first time tonight, and we've played 4 1/2. Shock 5, Aviators 3. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the fifth. Aviators with some work to do. They trail the Salina Shock 5-3. Top of the order, 1, 2, and 3 for the Aviators. It'll be Tooley, Robinson, and Candor. Here is Tooley, 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout victim in the second and bounced out left side in the first. 3:33 at the start of the day. Sun now just beginning to set. Lights have not quite taken over. Off-speed pitch to Tooley. That's in there for a strike. And here's the 0-1. Out in front of it. Bounces it to third. And Karam up with it. Over to first in time. So Tooley fooled on the pitch, got it off the end of the bat, and there's one away. Here's Chris Robinson. Good night tonight, 2 for 2, and a run scored. Stole a base in the third. He's out of East Texas Baptist. Doubled in the first and singled in the third. First pitch to him in there for a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. And is driven down the left field line, foul. So that one hops the fence, but foul. And it's 0-2. 250 at the start of the day, but that will certainly climb after tonight. 0-2. That's in the dirt, and 1-2. 77 pitches for Noah Feen through 4 1/3. 1-2 in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Neither one of those pitches were good 1-2 and 0-2 pitches. Robinson, a good command of the strike zone. Always a tough out. Playing shortstop tonight. Here's the 2-2. Fastball is fouled straight back. He was on time. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aviators have tomorrow off, and Mulvane will be in here for a weekend series, Saturday and Sunday, 7 o'clock first pitch. We will have it for you. Aviators on the road Monday at Hutch. 2-2. Just gets a piece of it. Good at bat for Chris Robinson. He's going to make Noah Feen work for it. Two, 1 away, and we're in the bottom of the fifth. 5-3 Salina. All of the runs came in the top of the fourth for the Shock. 2-2. Reaches for it and just gets a piece. Tooley let it off, bounced out the left side, and they're 1 away, nobody on now. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Challenged him with a fastball up around the letters, and they're 2 away.
Now batting number 14, Keaton Kander.
Strikeout number 8 for Noah Feen. Here's Keaton Candor. After a rocky first inning, Noah Feen has settled in nicely. Got the Aviators in order in the fourth and threatening to do it again here in the fifth. Here's Candor. 1 for 2 today. Takes a pitch outside, ball one. Doubled and scored in the first. Flew out to center field in the third. 1-0. Bounce left side. Shortstop Lawrence up with it. Over to first in the dirt. Dug out nicely by Smith. Was not a short hop. That was an in-betweener. Good play by Smith. And the Aviators go in order for the second inning in a row. We've played 5 and a score. 5-3 Salina. We'll be back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find...
And we're back. We go to the top of the sixth. Shock still cling to a 5-3 lead. They will send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate. It'll be Mills, Oliver, and Colton Moore. Here is Peyton Mills. He's 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. Still looking for that first base hit of the season. He's out of Nampa, Idaho. First pitch to him. In there for a strike at the belt, and it's 0-1. So Burstra out for inning number 3 since coming in the fourth. And the 0-1, that's right down the middle at the knees, and it's 0-2. And the 0-2. Off-speed pitch just missed outside. Boy, tough pitch to take. And it's 1-2. Really good 0-2 pitch from Burstra. 1-2. Here it is. High and away. And it's 2-2. Burstra took over for Luke Hemphill, who went 3 and 1/3. And a pitch. Buckled his knees. And Mills will watch it. And he will have the golden sombrero today. So a third strikeout of the ball game for him. And they're 1 away. Shock went in order in the fifth. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Here's John Oliver. Oliver 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch swinging and fouls it straight back, 0-1. 278 at the start of the day. He's out of Castle Rock, left fielder. Shock hitting 255 as a team. That's low and away. And it's 1-1. Got a new softball game going on behind us. Hopefully the coaches can refrain from dropping profane language. That is a little pop-up. And Stauffer will make the call and the play for out number 2. Good communication over there between Stauffer and Reynoso. Stauffer had a much better angle on it. And they're 2 away. Top of the order, here's Colton Moore. 0 for 3 tonight. 250 at the start of the day. Shows bunt and takes a pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Tough time of night to pick up the baseball. We're right here at dusk. The sun is now making its way below the horizon. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 away. Soft liner foul. 1-2. Derek Greening out of the dugout quickly. Pick that one up. Here's a 1-2. That is bounced to the right side. Tough hop for Reynoso. He'll grab it, flip to the pitcher covering, and that'll do it for the Shock. So they go in order here in the 6th. And we've played 5.5. 5-3 Salina. We'll be right back.
Award-winning schools for students of all ages. In a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville.
Alrighty, welcome back. We go to the home half of the 6th. Aviators trail Salina Shock 5-3. 4, 5, and 6 for the Aviators. It'll be Reynoso, Schaefer, and Helberg. Fiend out for inning number 6. Just 84 pitches through 5 innings. Only took him 12 pitches to get out of the 5th. Here is Dejan Reynoso. First pitch, popped up. Second baseman, Moore, out. Looks like Lawrence, the shortstop, had a little trouble picking it up, but Moore made the call and the play, and there's 1 away.
32, Jake Schaefer.
This will bring up the third baseman, Jake Schaefer. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the first, strikeout victim in the third. Out of Glendale Community College. Tall, lanky third baseman, 231. And he takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, 1 away. And that is right down the middle at the belt. And it's 0-2. Looked like he might have been looking for something different. Fiend has been on cruise control for the most part since the first. 0-2. Swung on and missed. And that'll be the second strikeout of the afternoon for Schaefer.
Now batting number 4, Drew Helberg.
Strikeout number 9 for Noah Fiend. Here's Drew Helberg. East Texas Baptist left fielders 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch swinging. And it's 0-1. So if Helberg was to be retired, this will be the 3rd inning in a row that the Aviators have gone in order. That is outside, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. That is into center field. Chargo over to his left. He won't get there. And that will be in the gap. And it appears that Hellberg is going to be hung up. He ran through the stop sign at second base and gets in a rundown, and that'll do it for the Aviators. So we have played 6, 5-3 Salina. We'll be back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. 5-3 Shock. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Salina Club. It'll be Lawrence, Chargo, and Karam. Lawrence shortstop tonight. Good night. 2 for 3. Out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Has been a tough out. Singled, scored in the 4th, doubled, and was stranded in the 3rd. Lined out in the 1st. First pitch swinging. That's into right field. Brosas initially went back and corrects, comes in, and won't get there. So the third base hit of the ball game for Lawrence, and he's aboard with nobody out. Looks like it'll be Ryan Chargo now. He's out of Macomb, Michigan. 2 for 3 also. A stolen base. This will be his second look at Burstra. And that's high and away. Ball 1. Shock comes in 3 and 8. Not a very big lead over there by Lawrence. And a 1-0. That's soft liner, broken bat to the shortstop, Robinson. And they're 1 away. Here is Michael Karam. 0 for 2 with a walk, strikeout victim in the 4th. 200 at the start of the day. He's also out of Macomb, Michigan. And the first pitch to him is off speed for a strike. Karam has been awfully busy over at third base today. Lawrence at first. He led it off with a base hit. It's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Burstra way ahead. We'll see what he throws. That's high and away. 1-2. Aviators have tomorrow off. And Mulvane will be in town on Saturday night and Sunday night. It is Parents' Weekend. 1-2, swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Karam, and they're 2 away. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for Burstra since coming in the 4th. Here's Alex Smith. Reached on an error in the 4th and scored. couple of strikeouts, so he is 0 for 3. First pitch swinging, and it's 0-1. First baseman out of Katy, Texas. Pretty good numbers, 292 at the start of the day. And he takes that one high, and it's ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 7th, 2 away runner at first. Off-speed pitch, swung through and missed. And it's 1-2. Shock leads at 5-3. They got all of their runs in a big 4th inning. One and 2. That's in there for a call strike at the letters. And that'll do it for Shock. It's stretch time in Haysville. Shock will strand one. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. 5-3 Shock. We'll be back. And we're back. We go to the home half of the 7th. And Noah Feen out for inning number 7. 92 pitches through 6 innings. He has gotten the Aviators in order the last 3 innings. Matter of fact, he only took 8 pitches to get out of the 6th. So 7, 8, and 9th. It will be Brosas, Martin, and Stauffer. So the bats have fallen silent since the first inning. Aviators got 3 in the first. They look to be in command. First pitch swinging. That is into right field. So Brosas with his first base hit of the night. He's 1 for 3. And aboard.
The catcher, number 21, Nick Martin.
Never count them out. They walked it off after being down by 4 against Derby on Friday night. Here's Nick Martin, catcher out of Glendale. Hitless tonight, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch, it's in there at the belt for a strike. If you need something to do tomorrow before baseball comes on, you can always head out to Crestview Country Club. Web.com tour is in town. 1 round in the books. And the 0-1. Flip throw down to first base. And Brosas back in there. Pretty good throw by Ramirez. One ball and 1 strike to Martin. And the pitch. That's in the dirt. And 2-1. Shock leads at 5-3. We're in the bottom half of the 7th. Shock got all of their runs in the top of the 4th. 2-1. Here it is. That is into center. Chargo over to his left. He has it gauged perfectly and will haul it in. Martin with good wood on it. But he will take a seat, and they're 1 away. 1 out. Here's the 9-hole man, Owen Stauffer, out of Northwestern of Ohio. He is hitless tonight. Strikeout victim in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. Runner at first base, that would be Broses. First pitch shows bunt and fouls it back. So Aviators choosing to go small ball here in the 7th. Not a bad idea. Broses runs very well. Pretty good lead over there. Time is called. And Fiend is going to step off and start over. In there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Stauffer hitless on the season. And the pitch, swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch. Looked like a slider from Fiend. And that'll do it for Stauffer. His second strikeout of the night. And they're 2 away.
Now batting number 1, Tuli Tafahema.
This will bring up Thule. He is hitless tonight. You don't say that too often. Runner at first base, that is Broses. Nice lead over there. And the throw over to first. Not a real quick move by Noah Fiend, so probably not his best. Some activity in the Salina bullpen. That is drilled to left field. That'll be down for a base hit. Knew it wouldn't be long. And Thule is aboard with his first base hit of the ball game.
Now batting number 2,
Broses down to second base.
Robinson.
And that'll bring up Chris Robinson. 2 for 3 with a strikeout and a stolen base and a run scored. Shortstop out of East Texas Baptist will step in. Just one swing away from taking the lead. Robinson 250 at the start of the day. Was pitch number 100 for Fiend. Gets a piece of it, but caught by Ramirez. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. That's high. Good take there by Robinson. Got very good plate discipline. Tough pitch to lay off, that fastball up around the letters. 1-1, 2 away. And it's 5-3 Salina. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by Ramirez. And it's 2-1. Both catchers have done a fantastic job blocking the baseball tonight. Two and 1. That's way up there. And it's 3-1. So Ramirez calls time. I'm going to go out and talk to Fiend. It is Parents' Weekend. Hopefully some parents can come. Look forward to meeting everybody. We certainly appreciate you folks tuning in and listening to us. And most importantly, sharing your children with us for the summer. Three balls and a strike now, 2 away. First and second for the Aviators. We're in the bottom of the 7th. That is low, and that'll load them up. So good at bat for Chris Robinson, and that'll bring up Keaton Candor.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 14, Keaton Kander.
Not sure this is how Fiend drew it up. You don't want to face Candor with the bases loaded. 444 at the start of the day. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored. Designated hitter spot. This will be his 4th time to have a look at him. First pitch swinging, and that is deep. Oliver back. He won't get there. That is on the track. 1, 2, 3 runs are going to score. And just like that, the Aviators have taken the lead 6-5. So Candor gets one off the end of the bat. It didn't sound like he got it all, but thought it might get out. But that was on the track. And 3 RBIs for him. And he's down to second base with a double. So Brocious, Robinson, and Tooley will score. And just like that, 6-5 Aviators now here in the home half of the 7th. I've seen them do it before, and they have come from behind again. Looks like a visit to the mound. Looks like we're going to make a change. Looks like the shock will go with a right-hander. It'll be Kyle Starcher out of Kennewick, Washington. We'll get some numbers on him. So that'll do it for Noah Fine. He was pretty much on cruise control. Gave up a base hit to Bobby Brocious. And Tooley walked to Candor. A walk to Robinson, and then Candor with the bases clearing double. And that's where we're at, 6-5 now Aviators. Numbers for Starcher, he's only appeared in 1 game and 1 inning of work. So he's yet to give up a hit. So pretty unfamiliar ground for Starcher. But he will come in. Fiend threw a very good game other than, the first inning he struggled. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He pretty much owned the Aviators. So Kyle Starcher now, he is listed as an outfielder. But he is doing the pitching right now, a right-hander out of Washington State. He will come in here in the 7th. And he's down 6-5. Runner at second base. Here's Dejan Reynoso. And the first pitch is popped foul, out of play. Reynoso with a home run in the first. He's 1 for 2 with a walk out of Chesapeake College. 300 at the start of the day. And the 0-1. That is to left field. That is way back. Oliver going back. It is off the wall. 1 run will score. And Reynoso is into second base with an RBI double. And Candor will score an insurance run for the Aviators. They now lead at 7-5. So the bats come alive here in the 7th for the Aviators. Here is Jake Schaefer. 10 hits now for the Aviators, 6 for the Shock. A couple of errors for the Aviators. And the pitch to Schaefer. A little fooled on the pitch. Swings through it. It's 0-1. Schaefer 1 for 3. Base hit in the first. A couple strikeouts after that. So, 4th chance for Schaefer. 0-1. That is in there at the knees, and it's 0-2. Schaefer, a third baseman tonight, out of Glendale Community College. 0-2. That is to the shortstop. Lawrence up with it, over to first, dug out nicely by Smith, and that'll do it. But the damage is done. Aviators are going to strand 1, but they get 4. Our new score, Aviators 7 and Salina 5. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th. Shock now trail 7-5. New arm for the Aviators. Coach Spongeburg is going to go to Alan Wang out of Funjok Catholic University in Taiwan. Numbers for Allen, 9 2/3 innings of work so far. He's given up 11 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 16 strikeouts, and a very stingy ERA of 1.86. So Alan Wang will get the call here in the 8th. He will be the 3rd arm of the night for the Aviators. Hemphill led it off, and Burster came in the 4th. Now Wang here in the 8th. 6, 7, and 8 for the Shock. Ramirez, Robinson, and Mills. Here is Ramirez. First pitch. He swings through it. And he's down on the count 0-1 out of Helotes, Texas. He is 1 for 3. A couple strikeouts and a base hit and a run scored. Had a good night behind the plate doing the catching. And the 0-1 is high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Got to think that Wang will be setting the table for Tyson Kleinfelter to come in and slam the door in the 9th. That is swung on and missed. 1-2. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Just thinking out loud. Nice to have options. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Challenged him with a high fastball. That'll do it for Ramirez. He will wear the golden sombrero. That's strikeout number 3. And there are 1 away. Here is Josh Robinson. 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch out of DeWitt, Michigan. Designated hitter tonight. Nice numbers. 304 at the start of the day. Shows bunt and foul. That looked like that rolled off his foot. Nobody said anything, but Schaefer in quickly to get it foul. And Tyson Kleinfelter now getting up and getting loose. Been kind of an established closer. If things were to stay the same, it would be a save opportunity. And the 0-1, That's swung on and foul straight back. No balls and 2 strikes. So Alan Wang out of the bullpen. Gets the first guy on a strikeout, 0-2 to Robinson. That just missed low. Really good 0-2 pitch. Tough to take, but good eye by Josh Robinson. Ball and 2 strikes. 1 away, nobody on. We're in the top of the 8th. That is in there for a call strike. Robinson will watch it. And strikeout number 2 for Alan Wang. That'll bring up Peyton Mills. He's 0 for 3, all 3 strikeouts. Hitless on the season. First pitch to Mills. That's low and in the dirt. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Two away, top of the 8th. 7-5 Aviators. That is fouled out of play, and it's 1-1. Aviators will have tomorrow night off. And we'll be at home versus Mulvane Saturday and Sunday. We'll have them for you. If you're in the area, come on out. It's Parents Weekend. Come see the wonderful people who raised these very, very nice young men. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 away. Off-speed pitch. Misses. I'm guessing outside. And it's 2-1. Wang out of the bullpen. And he struck out the first 2 guys. 2-1. That's low. 3-1. Three and 1 now to the right fielder Peyton Mills out of Nampa, Idaho. That is to the right side, and Stauffer bobbles it up with it and throws it wildly. And Nick Martin backing it up keeps it from going into the dugout. And Mills will be aboard at first base. He would be at second if Martin wouldn't have been hustling on that one. So 3rd error of the evening for the Aviators. And Mills is aboard. Here's the 9-hole man, John Oliver. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He's out of Castle Rock. Pretty good numbers, 278. Not a huge lead over there by Mills. First pitch is in there for a strike. It's kind of a funny in-between hop that Stauffer got over there. Can never go wrong by coming to get the baseball any chance you get. Always field it on your terms, not the baseball's terms. That is fouled straight back, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. That's high and away. Not the best of 0-2 pitches, but it's 1-2 now. Shock hitting .255 as a team. They have 6 hits tonight. Bigger lead over there by Mills. Off-speed pitch just missed outside, and it's 2-2. 1-2 now. Or actually 2-2. That is pop foul, and it'll remain 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, and two away. We're in the top half of the eighth. 7-5 Aviators. And the pitch had just missed up. And it's 3-2. Three and two, the runner will be going. And the pitch. That's in there for a call strike. That was a good off-speed pitch from Wang, and that'll do it. So the Shock will strand one here in the eighth. We go to the bottom. And Aviators 7 and Salina 5. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the eighth. Aviators have the lead 7-5. Starcher out for inning number 2. He'll face 6, 7, and 8. It'll be Hellberg, Brosas, and Martin. Here's Drew Hellberg. 1 for 3 tonight. Base hit in the 6th. Ran through the stop sign at second base. Anxious to get another crack at it. Takes the first pitch up and in. Ball 1. That is in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Looks like umpire is going to call time. He's going to go out and sweep off home plate. Not quite sure what that one was about, but we're ready to go. It's 1-1. And a pitch that is lifted to left field. Oliver over near the line, and he will haul it in for out number 1. So Hellberg is retired. Robbie Brocious now. He is 1 for 3. Base hit in the 7th and a couple of strikeouts. 1 for 3 out of Eastern Oklahoma State College. First pitch to him. That is bounced foul. No balls and a strike. 1 away. Bottom half of the 8th. That's inside. And it's 1-1. Brosas 182 at the start of the day. 1-1. That's way up there. And it's 2-1. So Tyson Kleinfelter finished his warm-up tosses. If I was a betting man, I would say he's coming in to finish it off. That is popped up. Let's see who calls it. Looks like the second baseman will come in and make the call at the last minute. There was 4 guys within 3 foot of the baseball. Pitcher was standing there right there in the middle of it. When I was catching, I recommended that the pitcher go sit down until the play was over. And he was certainly in the way, so that will be first error of the ball game for Salina.
First base for the Aviators, Charles Gordon. And up to bat,
20.
Number 21, Nick Martin.
So it'll be Nick Martin. Charles Gordon comes in to run for Brosis. He is out of LSU Eunice. First pitch to Martin in there for a strike. Like the second baseman Moore may have taken that one off his nose. And just like that, Charles Gordon is picked off at first base, coming in to run for Brosis. And they're 2 away. So 0-1 now to Martin. That is popped up, shallow center. And Chargo coming in makes the call and the play, and that'll do it. So Haysville goes in order again, and we go to the 9th. Haysville 7 and Salina 5. We'll be back.
Looking around the center
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the top of the 9th. And Salina needs a couple to keep things going. They trail the Aviators 7-5. Aviators will go to the closer, Tyson Kleinfelter out of Concordia University in Ann Arbor. 6 1/3 innings of work, 4 games so far this year. He's given up 5 hits, a couple of runs, 8 strikeouts, and has 4 saves on the season. An ERA of 1.42, so very stingy. So he'll face the top of the order. It'll be 1, 2, and 3, Moore, Lawrence, and Chargo. So Kleinfelter going for save number 5, the hard-throwing right-hander. And the first pitch to Moore is high, ball 1. Gordon Now into right field. Took over for Brosas. And the 1-0. That is in there at the letters, and it's 1-1. Can't wait to see Kleinfelter throw and extate him so we can get an idea of what the velocity is. Throws very hard. 1-1. That is high and away. 2 balls and a strike. Moore hitless tonight, 0 for 4. He's out of Provo, Utah. 250 at the start of the day. Here's the 2-1. That's high and away, 3-1. So Kleinfelter at risk of walking the leadoff man here in the 9th. And a pitch, that's high and away, so all of his misses have been up. And Moore is aboard. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. And this will bring up Brian Lawrence. He's had a really good night. He is 3 for 4 out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. This will be his first look at Kleinfelter. Runner at first, and nobody out. 7-5 Aviators. Kleinfelter trying to slam the door. This is a save opportunity. The first pitch is popped foul, and it's 0-1. Good start to Brian Lawrence. He's been a tough out all day long. He's played a good shortstop. Not a very big lead over there by Moore. That's high and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind appears to have reduced a bit. Still blowing about 5 miles an hour out of the south-southeast. Pretty pleasant night here in Haysville, just coming up on 9:30. That's in the dirt. Not far enough away for Colton Moore to head to second, and it's 2-1. Aviators got 4 in the 7th and took the lead, and that's where we're at, 7-5. And the pitch, that is outside, and it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike, nobody out, runner at first base. That's Colton Moore. That's in the dirt, so back-to-back walks issued to the Shock. So Coach Munchberg out of the dugout. Going to go out and have a little consultation. Nobody getting loose yet in the Aviator bullpen. Aviators have tomorrow off. Mulvane in town for a couple, Saturday and Sunday. 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll have them for you. Umpire making the slow walk out to try to break things up. Not sure that he wants to have too much contact with Coach Spongeberg. Conference is over. So here is Ryan Chargo. 2 for 4 tonight. Pretty good day out of Macomb, Michigan. Center fielder. He will step in from the left side. So 2 on and nobody out. Aviators cling to a 7-5 lead here in the top of the 9th. 3 outs away from getting out of here with a victory. And the pitch shows bunt. And takes the ball low. So Kleinfelter struggling a bit with command here in the top of the 9th. Not making it easy. Here's the 1-0. That is inside, and it's 2-0. Shows bunt, takes a strike at the knees, 2-1. Pretty good pitch there from Kleinfelter. That would have been a tough pitch to bunt. Gotta wonder if the shock will try to get those runners over to second and third. Shows bunt. Umpire thought about it and decided not to. Third baseman staying at home, and Deshaun Reynoso over at first is creeping. 3-1. And the pitch in there for a strike. It's 3-2. So Kleinfelter needs an out here in the worst way. That is slow roller to the shortstop. And Robinson up with it. Throws on the run and gets him. Looks like Chargo is shaken up a little bit. He took a tumble after he passed the bag. And they're one away. So Chargo thought he was safe. He was standing up and over at first base. Now we're going to have a discussion with the umpire. He looked plenty out from where we're standing, way over here. I mean, I don't understand what they're talking about, but nonetheless, they're one away. The runners moved up to second and third. So a base hit will tie it up. Good play by Robinson at short. That ball was not hit very sharp. He had to come get it on the run and throw quickly. Looks like they're going to, umpires are going to put their heads together. They're going to ask if maybe there might have been an obstruction at first base, but I don't think so. Might have been collusion, but not obstruction. Been waiting all year to slip that in. Yeah. The throw definitely beat him there. I'm not sure how much there is to discuss. Might have to have some congressional hearings on it or something. I don't know. Drag it out a little bit. Don't get me started. We ain't got that kind of time. And he's going to be out. The helmet is tossed. And they're one away. But runners at second and third. That'll bring up the third baseman, Michael Karam. He's hitless tonight, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. So he's 0 for 3. First pitch, off-speed pitch. Misses low, I'm guessing. Look like Martin might have been crossed up a little. He didn't catch that his normal way. So one out, runners at second and third, both walks, by the way. That swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. Tying run at second base. Martin calls time. I'm going to go out and talk to him a smidge. Always good to be clear on signs, especially with a runner at second base. Sometimes they change. I still think the whole thing could be avoided with an intercom. Works great in the NFL. You call the play and off you go. No hand signals, missing signs, misinterpretations. And the 1-1 swung on and missed, challenged him up around the letters, and it's 1-2. Well, Kleinfelter needs a strikeout pretty bad right here. Infield is going to, looks like they're playing back at normal depths. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him. And a high heater from Kleinfelter. And Karam will swing through it. And they're 2 away. So it'll be up to Alex Smith. He is 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. First baseman out of Katy, Texas. Ramirez would be next if Smith were to reach. First pitch from Kleinfelter is away. Ball 1. Kleinfelter took over at the top of the 9th, promptly walked Moore and Lawrence. Runners were moved over by Chargo, a strikeout by Karam, and they're 2 away. The 1-0, that's right down the middle for a strike. 1-1 now. One inside, and it's 2-1. Robinson very quickly over to back up the throw from the catcher. These Aviators don't take anything for granted. A little sloppy tonight. 3 errors for the Aviators, only 1 for the Shock. Here's the 2-1, and the pitch, and just missed inside. 3-1. 3 balls and a strike, 2 away. Do have a place to put him. Ramirez would be next. He's had some success tonight. Here's the 3-1. That is popped foul, and that'll get out of play. 3-2. So the Shock down to their final out here in the top of the 9th. They trail at 7-5. Runners at second and third. Kleinfelter trying to seal save number 5 for the season. And a 3-2. That's in there for a call strike, and he will watch it, and that'll do it. And the Aviators are going to win it. Going to come from behind again, and here are your numbers. For the Shock, 3 runs, 6 hits, an error. For the Aviators, 7 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. Salina will go to 3-9. And the Aviators will go to 8-4. Bruce Burstra will get the win, and Kleinfelter will get the save, and Fiend will get the loss on the season. So there you go. Your final score, 7-5 Aviators. They come from behind in the 7th to win it. And for Chris, I'm Todd saying good night from Haysville. We will see you again Saturday night.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville